Good morning, everyone. I'm in Metcalf, and welcome to my Sunday morning Facebook chat on conscious eating and conscious living. And today, well, it's a couple of things going on. It is Father's Day in Canada, United States, and Great Britain. And it's also held in other countries such as Argentina, France, Greece, India, Ireland, Mexico, Singapore, South Africa, and Venezuela on different days. And so let's just take a moment to just appreciate the men in our lives, our brothers, husbands, partners, uncles, nephews, sons, grandfathers, and often friends, all who support and guide us at times. And sometimes they catalyze us to bring out more love and compassion within us in our busy daily lives. Today's chat is about Luohan Patting. I first came across it several years ago at an Energy Bagua Center in Richmond, British Columbia. And recently it caught my attention from a friend of mine. And I'll also briefly mention EFT, which is emotional freedom technique kind of tapping. And what I've learned is that Luohan Patting is a Qigong technique, and it's great for improving our immunity by getting our lymphatic system moving and cleaning out toxins. Unlike the blood circulation system that has the heart to pump it throughout our entire body, the lymphatic system needs our assistance. And the thing is, it's easy and it's quick. A little brief chat on Qigong. And what does the Qigong do for our body? Well, it can harmonize, strengthen, and have a healing effect on the functioning of all the internal organs and the bodily systems. It increases the supply and flow of energy throughout our body and can have a variety of rejuvenating effects and is believed to increase longevity. And it induces a calm mental and emotional state. And what is qi? Well, the tradition of the five element acupuncture is based on understanding of this cyclical flow of vital energy, also known as qi. Each of the five elements, wood, fire, earth, metal, and water, represents the distinct quality of the qi energy that's vital to continual health and flow of nature, of which we are a part. Uh, Now, the techniques of Luohan Patting stimulate the natural actions of the body to repair itself when injured through its effect on the muscular, the skeleton, those different systems. And the padding increases the flow of nutrients to the injured area to facilitate tissue repair while stimulating the body to remove stagnations of blood and inflammation. Again, so that's assisting our body to heal itself. And you are doing it with your hands, that little love pat all over your body. The main purpose of the Qigong tapping is to awaken the lying energy by tapping on the body's acupressure points. It can soothe the body muscles, increase blood and energy flow, and release stress. Qigong tapping can also, excuse me, stimulate the lymphatic system and eliminate negative energy and toxins. Luohan patting, it's a set of exercises which various areas of the body are padded. So you can go up and down. The arm is one. And I've seen it done a couple of different ways with a different rhythm. And one way is to sort of cupping the hand so that you are getting the blood, the lymphatics, and there's another one going up and down the side of your chest and ribs. And It's used to strengthen the four cavities, the cranial dorsal, the ventral thoracic, abdominal, and the pelvic cavities. Nighttime apparently is a great time to practice Qigong, the tapping, and Qigong probably too, especially as a way to move into relaxation. It can be easier to enter into a state of calm at night after the day is over and free from obligations. Learning and regularly practicing Qigong will not only decrease your stress levels, improve your mental functioning, and enhance your spirituality. It will enhance your health and your ability to deal with health challenges when they come along. And Qigong embraces good health and the healthy functioning of the entire body, our body, mind, and spirit. And in a study done 3 years ago, 64 people with chronic fatigue experienced improvements in their symptoms after 4 months of practicing Qigong. They had better mental functioning and less fatigue than those who didn't. If you're tired all the time and your doctor has ruled out any medical conditions, Qigong could help you. Bit of history: Qigong originated in China about 4,000 years ago. It's based on traditional Chinese medicine called TCM principles, which state that qi or energy is present in everyone's body. And according to TCM, a person's qi must flow throughout the body in order for people to feel their best. Qigong has simple poses and breathing patterns to promote a healthy flow and reduce stagnation of qi. The literal translation of qigong is to work with qi. And a little more detail: the padding increases the flow of nutrients to the injured areas to facilitate tissue repair while stimulating the body to remove the inflammation and stagnant blood. And padding also opens up the interstitial spaces in the skin and the muscles to enable the transport of reparative and immune factors. In the past, padding was a means of developing the iron body in Chinese martial arts. And Western medicine, our primary emphasis adheres to a paradigm of health which analyzes and describes conditions and injuries in terms of distinct isolated components: low blood, high cholesterol, low testosterone, thyroid disease, heart disease, etc. And in contrast, Chinese medicine approaches health through a functional system of understanding. It considers the importance of separate body systems and evaluates systems which correspond to an overall pattern of imbalance within and between the systems. The framework for Chinese medicine diagnosis and treatment is facilitated through a network called the channel system. And from another source, this author was suggesting the meaning of qi is a bit different. Often attributed to being the basis of Chinese medicine, the term qi has incorrectly been referred to as energy in the majority of Western books on Chinese medicine and philosophy. This translation is an artifact resulting from earlier improper translations by unqualified individuals, inadequate access to relevant information sources, and cultural unfamiliarity. The meaning of qi is contextual and not absolute. With respect to Chinese medicine, the closest correspondence to qi is function, which is what they're looking at: is what is the function of all the systems in our body. And let's see. Clinical experience shows receiving more frequent treatments results in a quicker resolution of an issue or condition. And unfortunately, this one time a week approach has become sort of very common in the United States in some of these acupuncture schools. And this approach can work, but it requires more treatments over a longer period of time. Resolving a condition can end up costing more in the long run than it would have with more frequent treatment. So think about that as you're booking these appointments. Can you, and I know there's an expense, but if you're looking at your overall health, how quickly do you want to gain that freedom? And speaking of freedom, there's the emotional freedom technique, also called EFT or tapping. And it's a form of energy psychology that combines the mind, the body, and its energy field to treat emotional and physical illness. Research shows that EFT effectively treats anxiety, depression, addiction, symptoms of trauma, and a host of other emotional and physical problems. EFT is based on Chinese theory of energetic meridians. Chinese meridians medicine believes that we all have these meridians, which are energetic pathways that run through our bodies, similar to how blood runs through our veins. And when we're sick, those meridians are blocked. To heal, needles are placed in specific acupuncture points on the body to unblock the energy to restore health. Tapping also uses energetic meridians, except tapping with your fingers to head different points on your body, mainly on your head and your body, and sometimes your fingers and hands. It's done on specific energy points instead of using needles. Tapping is simple, it's easy, and effective. And research has shown that it can actually improve brain structure and function, and it can be used for a whole range of emotional and physical issues, from insomnia to headaches, anxiety, depression, and trauma, bringing balance to your disrupted energy. And during my research, I discovered a site called the Imagine Project that is teaching EFT to school children, elementary and high school, to deal with stresses that students haven't learned how to deal with. And that impacts their learning, because when we can deal with the stresses and we have those tools that we can use, then we bring balance into that body, mind, spirit, and we can learn better because we're not being bogged down with all the stresses. And I believe we need to include these types of tools to help children and adults to move forward in their lives in a healthier, balanced way. The more peaceful we can feel within ourselves, the healthier we will be, and so too will humanity. So I invite you to check out Luohan Patting and integrate it with your daily wellness practices. And I'll include a couple of websites on the Facebook page, and I will be including some of these techniques on my app, Authentic Sacred Design, which you can just log into whether you've got an Android or an iPhone. And so I'll be having more of this kind of information on my app, which also is linked to a website that I'm creating at the moment. So just blessings to all of you, to your family, to your friends. Namaste, and find that peace within you. Thank you so much.